Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my thoughts on the Game Awards 2020 Game of the Year. So of course, to no surprise, everybody knew this is going to happen, including myself, that The Last of Us 2 was going to win most of the nominees, and of course, Game of the Year. And it is what it is. I mean, you can't do anything about it. The story behind this is that a lot of journalists, a lot of mainstream media, they do support this game because it's an architect that it's sort of a supportive narrative that people kind of like. It's not your cliche hot babe, big booby, nice ass, sexy lady in a kinky armor or costume or whatever. It's like it's an anti-architect story. It is what it is. There, I mean, that's the reason why most people dislike The Last of Us 2, especially the hardcore fans, because first of all, there's a politics story. Again, subjective, but there is a politics story to it. There's a reason, from what I heard, why Abby, who of course killed the main character from the first game, looks like what it is. And to some extent, also, like I said, the director, Neil Druckmann, is a political person who actually looked up to Anita Sarkeesian, and there's been stories in the past that Neil Druckmann kind of gave opinion about the cliche of the women architect that people want, fantasize, to fap, that some people say it. And he kind of gave his opinion about it, just said, like, why he said that that's always been the narrative. So he's trying to change that with The Last of Us 2. Again, that's his story. That's fine. Nobody said they denied. He should do it if he wants to. If Sony allows it and it not to some extent it's not hurting anyone to some extent, then he should do it. I mean, if you stop him, that's censorship. So again, that's just wrong. And for me, I don't really care for now because I have not played the game, and like I said, I still need to finish the first one. But I can understand the hardcore fan who likes the main character for the first game. Game over. I understand. It's kind of like equivalent to why did you kill off Han Solo or Luke Skywalker in the sequel trilogy. Yeah, I know that's a spoiler, but I mean, it is what it is. It's their story, their direction. You can't deny it. You just have to like, okay. I mean, there have been times. Another example for me is, it's gonna be weird. Power Ranger during the Neo Saban with Mega Force and Super Mega Force, which in Japan, Gusenjer Kugaiger, the original version of Super Mega Force Kugaiger was a good story in my opinion in Super Mega Force. But again, it is what it is. I gave my opinion about it, my critical thoughts, and it is what it is. And they learned from that. But sadly enough, it is what it is. It's stuck. Or better yet, Metroid Other M. People keep complaining about the game. They want it not to be canon to the story, which is sorry. Sakamoto said it's canon. So again, it is what it is. Just gotta accept that. Same goes with The Last of Us 2. So for me, for the story, I don't know yet, so I can't really judge until I ever play the game. But just seeing from people from both sides, I can understand why people don't like it. Like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. The game itself is not that bad. It's a good game because first of all, the graphics definitely spot on. The cinematography, the movie caption, the character design, again, it is top notch. It is good. Yeah, well, Abby looks like a bro, but it doesn't matter. It's a fictional character. She's not real. So, again, the bottom line is that's what Neil Druckmann wanted. Again, so to some extent, it is what it is. I mean, you can't really control the narrative that you wanted, but it just shows that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, to some extent, also, it's just a lot of people also dislike in a professional level about Neil Druckmann. Personal, I don't know, maybe he's a nice guy. Professional, there have been some controversy. Like I said before, political. He looks up to Anita Sarkeesian. I don't know if it's true or not. There have been talks that at one point he made a comment about people like myself who likes anime, waifu, hot, sexy, architect, fantasizing fictional character, bouncy booby, a la Seran Kagura, nice, tight ass, whatever. Hey, I'm just a dude. I like my fictional character that put a smile on my face, sometimes to escape reality, but there's a different story there. I heard he made some comment about that, sort of an insult, but again, it is what it is. And the thing about Neil Druckmann is he does have a voice. People do listen to the person. And again, like I said before in a different video about him getting promoted to co-president. Well, at least he's a co-president, so I don't know why they need a co-president, but whatever. Again, whether you like him or not, I mean, again, it is what it is. Like I said, I can't give my opinion about The Last of Us 2, but like I said, the only weakness of the game is the story. Yes, it is subjective. Some say yes, some say no, but like I said before, one of the major problem that people will keep saying is just they shoved in political issue. The reason you go to video game is to escape reality to the politics, but again, it's Neil Druckmann's design. That's what he wanted. You deny that. That is censorship. So for me, like I said, as expected. Am I sad about it? Not so much. As expected, definitely. I would have wished at least Ghost of Tsushima because it's a good samurai game. But I'm gonna assume the story is sort of like generic samurai storyline. So probably that's what it is. And again, you gotta understand also the Game Awards is that, like I said, half of it is the fan, half of it are the journalists, the business journalists, who, well, I hate to say it, they do shield for this game, believe it or not. It's kind of unfortunate, really, like IGN, even GameSpot, even kind of funny, Greg Miller. Believe it or not, in the past when he was still working IGN, I used to like say the guy's cool. Now it's like, I don't know, man. He's just, maybe he's just getting too old. He's just being a grandpa or whatever. It's rubbing people the wrong way. It is what it is there. I mean, like, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I think it was a great thing. Probably was a blessing for Colin Moriarty to leave the kind of funny people because Greg Miller, man, I'm sorry. You're just Mr. Shield, man. You're just a shield dude. Nothing else to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm insulting you, but a lot of people kind of said it, man. You're a shield, but that's a different story there. But the bottom line is really is that it is what it is. That they kind of felt like, hey, look, it's time to change the narrative. No more of this cliche of hot babe anime, sexy G-string bouncing booby anime. People must be reality. That's why I mean. That's why a lot of people hated Uzaki-chan because she's like a short girl, but she's in her 20s. She's an adult, but she got big boobs. Her mom has big boobs, and for strange reason, when the main character accidentally grab her boobs, she doesn't really mind. Yeah, I want to be friend with Uzaki-chan, but that's a different story there. But yeah, I mean, the problem is now, like I said, in 2020, society is weak right now. They felt like, oh, this is not right for society. Like, can we have option? I mean, Phil Spencer just said, can we have option there? So, yeah, so again, that's the reason to some extent why I had the feeling that, yeah, The Last of Us 2 is gonna be here. A lot of people are gonna shield for that game. And Neil Druckmann, surprisingly, when I saw the video, when I was watching the award, him accepting the award, I'm like, I mean, oh man, I mean, I have no problem with the guy. Because again, he probably is nice in real life. I know he's just a political guy. But when I saw him trying to accept the award, I'm like, ah! Seriously, man, like, ugh, gosh, gave me the wheelies or something. But whatever. And like I said, it is what it is. That's his creation. That's his what he did. That's his goal. Whatever. My problem also is not about the game, but it's also Sony's, controversy is that Abby good, yet anime girl bad for whatever reason. Like it goes back again to 1995, like I said, and the reason why that particular year to some extent is in that culture, a lot of American business felt anime was bad for American kids, believe it or not. Like they don't like the idea of why is it okay to show fan service in a anime for teen or younger, not meant to be for adult. I mean, there are adult cartoons that but that's a different story there. So it goes back to that. Why is Sony doing that to a point that, like I say, Galgun Return is not going to be on the PlayStation 4. Upper is not going to be on the PlayStation 4. That's my problem with Sony. I don't have a problem with Neil Druckmann. I don't have a problem with The Last of Us 2. I don't have a problem with Naughty Dog. I mean, their game, like I said, they did what they want to do. That's it. I mean, yeah, Neil Druckmann may have a different opinion about it, but I mean, I don't know if that's to say like should people who prefer anime hot waifu bouncy booby should be denied by Americans. He probably gonna say, you know what? Different folks, different stroke. Hey, you do what you like. I have what I like. That's it. But the problem with Sony is they don't do that. They're getting people's way. They're not giving people option. That's my biggest problem. And it kind of showed again with The Last of Us 2 that Last of Us 2, okay, Abby good. Anime girls bad for whatever reason. And I know a lot of people have said this that from people, I mean, it's not sort of an insider, but I did kind of talk about it before that supposedly that Sony, the reason is a lot of the anime character design are a minor and they're kind of concerned about it, don't want to get sued by righteous wannabes and aggressive moms and dads. So that's the reason I want to give my thoughts about The Last of Us 2. Because to some extent, should you take the Game Awards seriously? No, I mean, it's just an award show, whatever. 2020, it's already sucked because of the pandemic, because of what's going on. 2021 is going to be better now because you know what happened, of course, one, the election. Sorry, I have to mention that. Better games are coming out, especially the Game Awards announced some good ones that I like. There you go. And maybe they'll change, hopefully. Hopefully Neil Druckmann is going to be open. I mean, he still have his belief, but maybe he could be open in the long run. Who knows? But it kind of showed that, oh, with The Last of Us 2 being Game of the Year 2020, it kind of say, this is the game should be. You cannot have Japanese game. You cannot have Japanese RPG game. Those are not games for American. You should only like bro game, Western game. The architect should be what Last of Us 2. So you can have, again, I'm going to go back to saying this, sexy, waifu, anime, bouncing, booby, G-string anime girls that makes me fap, makes me want to go. You get the idea what I'm trying to say here. So again, we'll see what happens in 2021. But I think to some extent, Last of Us 2 being Game of the Year was expected. I mean, it deserves it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it doesn't really matter because within 4 to 6 months, people are gonna forget about it. They're just gonna make reference to it, and hopefully there'll be change. There'll be some new thing, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, right now with Sony, unfortunately, is they're being westernized. They're Americanizing PlayStation to some extent. I mean, there's already been a report of the guy who did Gravity Rush left to create his own company. It seems that Sony just wants to focus on Americans, make it play US Station 5. I mean, it's probably also Jim Ryan. He sucked. I mean, everybody knows that. But again, it is what it is. I mean, I can understand why, because gist of it is better business. That's it. PS4 didn't sell well in Japan versus in the US, so you can see the pattern there. So they're trying to capitalize that with the PS5, but it is what it is. It can't be helped. It sucks. Yeah, I mean, to The Last of Us 2, it is what it is. They won Game of the Year from the Game Awards. You can't do anything about it. So they got most of the nominees, but they didn't get the player choice. It went to Ghost of Tsushima. So you gotta see what the difference is. So when the votes all the way just the people, the gamers, then you're gonna show what it is. But remember, the Game Awards says half of it the votes are from the viewers, like myself, and half of it are from the business journalists. And of course, most of them believe that the gaming architect should be like Last of Us 2. Again, it is what it is. So yeah, that's my thoughts on The Last of Us 2 winning. No surprise. It is what it is. You may be disappointed, but it's in the book. It's just time to move on. And hopefully 2021 is going to be a different story there. So with that, I'll see you guys later.